Hello, everybody, and welcome to a No Nonsense podcast with me, No Nonsense Tron. Today, we will be speaking about one of my favorite things, statistics. How too early, but not in a good way. I'll see you in hell.
No, honestly, that is nonsense.
My favourite thing about Christmas is seeing my kids' faces when they open their presents.
Talking nonsense. Why? Why should we accept somebody talking nonsense like
What's your perfect Christmas meal?
Christmas meal?
What do you have for Christmas? What do you have?
Have a guess.
Okay.
Turkey. What would you say? Just why are you talking nonsense about us? Why are you talking rubbish? Look at Chinese Christmas dinner. Turkey.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a No Nonsense podcast with Cathal and Will. Christmas morning.
Ho, ho, ho. The best episode of the year.
Yes, we're back in the office. We spent a total of 45 minutes with our respective families. Then that was enough.
Yeah.
Now we're back
I woke up, I came down, I got my presents. My phone was hopping. It was you outside. Come on, hurry up.
I was outside on the sled.
And I said, Ma, I have to go.
Yeah.
The podcast needs it.
I didn't even say goodbye, ma'am. I just got on the sled.
She's still knocking on your door. You have one of those things where it's like a load of pillows under your bed and like a tape recorder saying to make her think you're there.
And no one's even checked yet. No one even cares. No. That's why I'm with you. The ultra nonsense.
Yeah.
Our fans.
Yes.
You, the listener, you're
Supreme
a
nonsense.
Yeah. We are just off the back of the best World Cup there's ever been.
Yep.
Hard act to follow, Premier League.
Yeah.
Do your worst. which I think might actually happen.
Yeah.
A lot of injuries.
A lot of players probably just getting a rest, due a rest.
I know you haven't looked at the Premier League table. Could you name it like the first six right
Ooh.
now?
City first. No, Arsenal first. I got it wrong straight away.
That's the only thing I remember.
Yeah.
I was like, are City second?
Yeah, I thought that too.
I think City are second.
Where are Chelsea?
I want to say third, but then in my mind I think they were doing badly.
I think so, yeah.
Which I guess for Chelsea third. I think, this thing, we haven't looked. I mean, I say, well, when you look, lads, you're a football podcast, but for the purposes of this, we didn't look. And that's where we're at with the Premier League. That's coming up next today, I suppose.
It's probably on now, I assume.
Whenever you're listening to this, it could be on. It could have already happened.
Yeah.
But assuming you're listening to this as soon as it's posted on Christmas morning.
Is there Boxing Day, Stephen's Day fixtures? I said Boxing Day out of the...
That's what they are.
From picturing the image with all the scores.
Because the 1962 Boxing Day special, yeah.
Because that's like the tradition, but...
I'd say so, yeah. I'd say Premier League's like, right, your thing's over now.
Back we go.
They're not giving any break.
Yeah.
No chance. Like, I think we talked about Jesus, who had the worst World Cup of anyone.
Oh my God.
He'd taken Mbappe's World Cup all day long.
He had literally... Like, you couldn't even predict how badly that went, especially for Arsenal.
Oh, yeah.
The mix of... He didn't play loads. It's not he was tired. He got hurt in training. He's out for 3 months.
Played one game against Cameroon.
And they also lost. They didn't win the World Cup.
Yeah, so
he's got that on top. Maybe if I played.
Well, that was what we were saying before. That like if they were to go when he did get injured, I think it was in Cameroon or the training before or after the Cameroon. So it was like, oh yeah, they're going to win the whole thing. He's going to be at home.
Yeah,
watch them lift the World Cup, and he'll have been injured. But as well as they didn't win, but he didn't play. So God knows when he'll be back. Xhaka, equally a big player for Arsenal. I don't know how he's going to take this.
Yeah, and he was the one who said he's going right back. No time to break. I want to go back to Arsenal. I have things to do there. Which is like, you should take a break.
They have to take a break.
You should work this out in your head.
You should use the break you have.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I don't know. Martinelli played a bit, but he obviously lost with Brazil. It just depends on the player, I suppose, how they take it.
Yeah.
All of the players, bar Haaland, were there. I'm pretty sure. Julian Alvarez went the furthest, I think, for Man City player.
Yeah, I would assume.
Is there a French Man City player? I don't think there is.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I think it would be Alvarez the only.
And he probably won't feature much.
Yeah, Haaland's been rifling goals into the net for the last 6 weeks.
He'll be the Jesus, so he that doesn't really make much odds of them. I mean, the rest of them, like a De Bruyne, he's had a long rest.
Yeah.
But, I mean, probably pretty sad, I'd say, how his international career is gone. It's hard to know how individual players will react to this World Cup, but some will be tired, some will be heartbroken, and some will just plain injured.
Yeah.
So it's like a new season.
I did see Newcastle did not have a single player at the World Cup, I think.
Did they not?
So they've just been they're like Saudi Arabia. Their league has paused for 6 weeks. They've been training.
Yeah. Exactly. They'll be fresh.
Yeah.
Well,
I assume they're playing friendlies.
Callum Wilson.
Oh, Callum Wilson did feature, actually, that's correct.
Yeah. Did he get injured?
Oh, I think he was injured. I just assume he's usually in a state of injury.
Yeah. Injured or about to be injured.
Yeah, permanent.
And their other record signing, Isaac, was injured before he left, but he's had a nice big break, so he might come back fresh as a daisy. Again, this is all the kind of stuff. No one's been looking at injury lists for the Premier League over the last 2 or 3 weeks. This is all the stuff we have to, delve into now. Not in this podcast.
No,
but look, it's. I don't know how it's going to go.
Yeah, it's impossible. It's like going into the World Cup, where it's like this could literally go anyway. This could be the worst World Cup ever or the best one, because this has never happened before.
Unprecedented.
Yeah,
the precedent does not exist. Yeah. That's what we're talking about here. Yeah. But I'm excited for it. Excited to get back to it. Today I suppose is Christmas Day. What's your general kind of Christmas Day thing? Well, how do you structure the day, or is there any structure to it?
There's a little bit. So I have to have two basically, because I have a broken home, 2 families.
Yeah.
So I get 2 Christmas dinners. So basically I wake up, do the presents, get dinner there, immediately go to the next house, get dinner, presents there.
Right.
And then usually back to wherever I'm living at the time. So
which
3 Christmases.
Here.
Which would be here now. So I have 3 Christmases in a day usually.
Oh, okay, wow.
Yeah. It's busy.
Yeah, all your Christmas come at once.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
Yeah, for me I suppose it's similar enough in that we get up and do the presents and do the dinner. But a big part is after the big feat, sitting on the TV,
the coma,
eating chocolate.
Yeah.
I might get up later on with another turkey sandwich, perhaps.
Yeah,
something like that.
Your dad's asleep, 100%.
Oh yeah.
Every dad in the country loves to sleep on Christmas Day.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
I mean, it happens to you so fast, doesn't it?
It does.
As the Christmases go on, you're like, that's crazy. It's only 6 o'clock. Then the next year, you're like, I'm tired. And next year, you're asleep there with them.
There's those teenage years in the middle. Like you get the when you're a kid, you have all your toys to play with.
Yeah, you're flat out.
You're flat out. You're playing with your toys.
I want to play with this. I don't go play with that.
Yeah, teenage. Then you get like something like that you want, you need, but like it's not.
I remember having a few teenage Christmases where I was like, this is a bit shy. Like I don't like any of this stuff.
Because you're not able to drink. Well, I wasn't drinking when I was a teenager at home anyway.
Not enough for it to be any fun.
The toys weren't quite getting your attention. The phone was there later on in my teenage years, but like it wasn't the internet as it is today. So you couldn't just like watch YouTube all day.
No, you'd be playing Snake on it or something.
Yeah.
Downloading pictures.
I'm not that old, but I remember my older cousins used to play Snake on their phone. But yeah, no, I mean, it's one of the things that you get to an age now where you can drink and you have much more appreciation for food and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Bit of TV, bit of movies, sitting down. It's a great time.
Well, like that's the thing as well. When you're younger, you forget that your dad probably drank a bottle of Baileys in the last 6 hours. So that's why he's asleep. His body is shut down. Yeah,
that's you too. Yeah, but no, it does. It happens fast. You get one grey hair in your beard, and then you're like, oh, stick on greatest Irish sporting moments there, or like conk out at number 50.
Yeah, let me see what Jack Charlton was like.
Yeah. No, it's good, but we did the thing last year on this show. We did a TV guide. I was kind of in the mood last year. I was doing it for the whole December. I gave him a movie every month.
Yeah, Sonic was the big one.
Sonic started off because I watched it. I was employed at this time last year, by the way. I watched this and I was surprised how good it was. And I was like, I'm going to do this because there's a lot of stuff that you wouldn't watch. I wouldn't have gone to watch Sonic, but when I saw it, so that was the idea behind it. I've not done this year because there's a World Cup on. Okay,
no time.
Distracted. I wasn't watching movies.
I can't watch anything else.
But I'm going to give it a go anyways.
Yeah.
We have one streaming website, one streaming movie, and then one TV guide movie. So nothing to do with us at all.
Yeah, well, this is the beauty of the Christmas episode, though.
Yeah, we're just like stealing the TV guide. Like, listen, lads, watch that now. That's on. So
if you're in Ireland.
Yeah, I mean,
half our listeners are not.
Half them aren't, but then again, half are.
Yeah, that's true. This is for you.
So half people, this is for them.
Hey, otherwise, get a VPN. Get the RT player.
Yeah, RTE, 10 a.m. Shrek.
Right now, as you're listening to this.
Maybe it's already over.
Yeah. You missed it, pal.
But if you've missed that, right off that Puss in Boots.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
You never seen Puss in Boots?
I don't think so. I think I never sat down and analysed it, Yeah. Really got the meat and the bones of Puss in Boots.
There's a great narrative in Puss in Boots where obviously cats
spoiler alert.
Yeah, it's more the plot of the movie.
Yeah.
No, but like it's the overarching theme.
He's a cat.
But cats have 9 lives. But the thing is, he's like real. It shows how he loses his first 8 lives. He's just like going out and partying and falling off stuff. He's like, I have 9 lives. But then he only has 1 life left for the rest of the movie, so he has to be careful.
That's how he becomes Puss in Boots.
That's how he becomes Puss in Boots.
That's probably better than Shrek, if you've missed Shrek. But Shrek's a winner, you know.
Yeah, Shrek is the best.
It is fun. I think I've definitely talked about this before. I don't know if it's on mic or not.
We'll talk about it again.
But in Shrek,
Yeah.
there's a scene where he goes to the castle, and then there's a scene where he does wrestling.
Yes.
He does professional
Because you
wrestling.
have to have wrestling in your movie in the 2000s.
It's 2001.
Yeah.
You have to have wrestling in it. But when you watch it now, like, that's a weird, like, shoehorned
Yeah.
bit in. But, like, it's just such
There were
a...
17 million people watching WWF that week. Like, you had to have it on.
It was just one of those things that dates a movie sometimes. But
Yeah.
it's like, it's so weirdly put in there.
If you see wrestling in your movie, you know what year it is. If you hear the lit song, you know what year it is.
You know, it's probably in the American Pie franchise,
Yeah,
for
it's-
sure.
It's a movie that doesn't hold up usually.
Yeah. Yeah. What's your TV guide one, Will?
So my one's a late one. You probably still have time if you're listening to this.
Yeah.
You should anyway, because at 20 past 11,
Nice.
Christmas night, a channel you might not be expecting, TG Caher, is showing Oh Brother Where Art Thou, which is a cracking film.
Cracking film.
Yeah, really good.
Really, really good, yeah.
John Goodman, George Clooney, and the other 2 guys who are in it.
The guy who was in...
You know him. You'll know his face.
he's kind of like a... I think you know who he was? He was in The Big Lebowski as the bowling guy.
I would assume it's the
Jesus,
same director.
Jesus Shuttleworth.
Yeah. I assume it's the same director because it's a lot of the same people.
Mm-hmm.
Same kind of vibe as well. Very surreal.
I think it was... it's based on a Greek play.
Yeah, it is. It's based on Odysseus, something like that. I read that literally 10 minutes ago and I've forgotten.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the idea. And there's great music in it. It's like a cartoon. It's very wacky.
It's very enjoyable.
Yeah, really good. So there you go.
I think I thought about I watched it this year on Netflix.
I think I watched it
They
recently.
switch it up a lot,
Yeah.
so it mightn't still be there. But if you missed it on TV, it's also on streaming. Great movie, great shout, Will.
Thank you very much.
For my streaming one, Netflix. It was on.
Classic. Everyone has it. You don't watch it, but you have it.
Yeah, or maybe you have someone else's.
Yeah,
maybe an
well-
ex's. You know. Don't worry, boys. Don't worry about it, right? Don't worry about it. I didn't mean to bring it up. I'm sorry, but you know, we know you're still using it.
Yeah.
Anyways, point being, the movie is Klaus,
Yes, very good. Saw that last year.
animated film.
Yeah.
Beautifully
animated. I would
Yeah,
say.
it's one of those, like, if you're artistic or creative anyway, you watch something like this and it just takes all hope away. You
Yeah,
never make
oh,
it.
yeah.
Because I will never do that.
Two animated films. That one of them was that film. The other one was when I saw the animated Spider-Man film. Into the
Yeah.
That's insane. Every frame is
Yeah.
something I could never imagine making.
Yeah, it's one of those
Same vibe.
beautiful, beautiful films. So if you're not creative, just enjoy it.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? And
If you're creative, it'll crush you.
yeah, or maybe inspires you if you have a different personality to me. But no, it's a great film,
Yeah.
and it's one for the whole family. You know, same as the Shrek or Puss in Boots.
Yeah.
No backdraft this year, folks.
No backdraft. Unfortunately, I don't think it's on anything.
No, for whatever reason.
My streaming pick, one you might not have, Disney Plus. You
Yeah.
probably know someone with it though. Someone who's into Marvel films, probably.
Someone you used to know or hang out with a lot, and
Yeah.
maybe you're more than friends.
Yeah.
You know, maybe still have their passport.
Yeah, they're not using it. You definitely should.
No.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit is on there.
Oh, yes.
I tell you, that's a film that holds up and is also genuinely insane because I don't understand how they made it.
Yeah.
Like where the mix of cartoon and live action, which I get doing it now through digitally, but then it seems like it's all done frame by frame, drawn cartoons.
Yeah.
How did they make that? How did they do that in 1988?
Yeah.
That's mental. And the animation holds up as well because again, it's like hand drawn.
Yeah.
So
It's not CGI kind of rubber man,
No.
you know.
a lot of weird parts. I remember being terrified of that movie when I was younger because it's just like sometimes the live action people's eyes will turn to cartoons and like shoot out of their heads and it didn't look right.
Yeah. It'd be some film in 3D, I'd say.
Oh yeah, things
Do a
flying
3D
at you.
remake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also has the sexy woman in it.
Yeah, Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah, Jessica Rabbit. So fun for the whole family.
You know what? When I was younger, I used to think, is she a rabbit?
I think she's just married to the rabbit. Is that correct?
I just remember being confused because I was like, Jessica, like he was Roger Rabbit and he was a rabbit, and she was like, she was Jessica Rabbit, but she was a woman. And I was like, Is she like a rabbit cartoon, or is it weird that I find her attractive?
Yeah.
Am I weird right now?
But she was a human cartoon, so that's okay.
She was human, but yeah, that's what I remember from the film. And the shoe, I think. Was something to do with the shoe.
People get anvils dropped on their heads and stuff. It's very good. Again, like Oh Brother Where Art, very wacky because this one genuinely is a cartoon.
I think it's for the whole family, I guess.
I think it's like fun for the whole family in the 80s, which is probably quite risque now.
Probably 15s now.
Yeah, probably a few jokes there.
You can't send it anymore, Will.
Yeah.
You can't have a sexy one anymore, can you?
You can't fuck a rabbit anymore.
No, you can't.
You can't allow to do anything.
You can't imply bestiality anymore. You can't say anything, you know? It's a joke.
I'm pretty sure the plot of the film is he's been framed for murder. And they're like, oh, what a fun cartoon.
Yeah.
You're going away for life.
Adult themes, we'll say. But no, I haven't watched that in years. I might watch that, you know. It's
a good show.
For once, I might actually listen to one of your predictions for when it comes to movies.
It's funny because I was just reading the synopsis here. It's rated PG. It says, mostly it's a peaceful coexistence between cartoons and humans, but not for morose private investigator Eddie Valiant, played by Bob Hoskins, who's an alcoholic down and out Bill.
Oh, okay.
An avowed toon hater.
Okay. Well, yeah, I get what they're trying to do
PG.
there. Yeah. Again, it'll go over the kid's head, but you might be offended. I don't know.
So there you go. There's your 4 movies. Get them into you on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
I don't know if they clash with each other on TV. I don't think so.
Honestly, Brother We're Out There is good. The rest of them, you know.
Swing and a miss.
I don't know. I know. Actually, yours are good. Mine are terrible. Which, to be honest.
Shrek is good.
I know, but it's just, you know.
It is on at 10
in the morning and it's Shrek. You're not going up at 10 in the morning to watch Shrek.
If you're up at 10 in the morning to watch Shrek, that means you got up, and you found out from this podcast, that means you got up at 8 in the morning and turned this on first.
Oh, fuck, yeah. Right, well, watch it on +1 then at 11.
Yeah.
Right? Don't come at me with your... I just wasn't ready for this. I wasn't ready for this. I'll tell you what last year you said to me, Will, that nearly ruined the podcast. We ended the podcast.
What's that?
You said that Casablanca sucked.
Yeah.
And Citizen Kane was too long.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a TV and media graduate.
Yeah.
He's a graduate. He doesn't respect the art.
That was why I watched Citizen Kane. We watched it as a lecture in college. I think I just wanted to leave. That was more so why I thought it was long. But it felt like that scene in Clockwork Orange where they have like his eyes pinned open. You're like, I'm so bored. I know the spoiler already. It's a sleigh.
Yeah. It's like saying Johan Cruyff sucked.
Yeah.
And Ronaldinho took too much of the ball. Yeah. That's what you'd say. You know, like it's so off. It's so off. But that put an end to the movie podcast dreams that we had. No nonsense podcast movies. Yeah. What one might have been called.
Yeah, the network of different no nonsense themed shows.
The Nonce Network, we would call it.
We got off the Nonce Plus. Our Patreon.
Nonce Reacts. Yeah, the whole thing just came crashing down.
More nonce.
Yeah, nonce extra nonces. All those things that happen.
Nonce after dark.
Oh, now we're talking PG in the 80s, not so much anymore. Yeah, no, it could be anything, but there's some movies for your ass right there. So how's your Christmas running going in, Will? How's have you got all the shopping done? Are you a big last minute shopper, or are you kind of online in August?
See, this is the thing. I used to be terrible last minute.
Yeah.
But recently got engaged. All the presents are from 2 of us now.
Right.
All the shopping's done because she sorted it out. It's amazing.
Your whole life is just that, isn't it? Just, you know, you delegate all the responsibilities to her, and she just...
I don't even. She just doesn't let me. She knows.
What, you don't fight it?
No.
Okay. I'm not saying it's by design, but like you're like, yeah, okay, well, if you want to do that for me, suits me.
I'm not the best. I'm a bad shopper. Because I get it from my dad, who is I've often got a 1-for-all voucher that I've seen him buy in Fairgreen on Christmas Eve. That I've seen him panicking going around the shops.
Well, 1-for-all, yeah.
So that's where I've got it from, definitely.
Yeah, I used to be very scared of using vouchers.
Really?
I just didn't trust them because I was like, I don't know if it. This is when I'm a kid. Like, you get them off, like, you know, your auntie, your uncle, or whatever. You get like a €50 voucher.
Yeah.
But just be a blank card.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a credit card. I never used a credit card. I used to use my pocket money. here's a card with money on it. I was like, is there? And then so anxious is like, it's like when you.
What if this is a joke present?
When your mom goes to, like, you're doing your shopping, and then your mom goes, I just go and get one thing.
Oh,
you stay here.
no.
And you're watching her all up like, I'm going to have to pay for this, He's going to shout at me for holding the line. Where's mom? Get back here. That's
I don't have the 90 quid, man.
That's the thing. I'd have the voucher and I'd be like, oh, I can't use it here. What if it's like, there's nothing on this card? And then I'd have to, I wasn't trying to steal. That was what was my fear with one for vouchers. But no, it's a great present for someone you don't really know, like your son.
yeah. This is the thing as well. If you're listening to this, it's too late now, but next Christmas, don't get anyone a one for all voucher. Just give them the money you spent on the voucher, because you're essentially giving them money that you have to spend in less. Can't spend it everywhere. It's like designated money, and you don't like a lot of the shops that you can spend it in.
Yeah,
just give them the money. It's the exact same.
But as last minute, as a one for all, or as impersonal as it can be, money is the next step below that.
Yeah, like, you figure it out.
I wasn't going to buy. I'm not even bothered to buy a voucher. I just took that I took it out of my wallet. Here's whatever I had on me.
Yeah, here's $26.40.
Yeah, I got a voucher for Ryanair flight voucher.
That's a good present.
Saying things like, here's money, you can buy it for a flight. It's like, I'll do what I want with it.
Yeah, I need to buy shopping.
Yeah, you'll probably spend a bill. Money is like, it'll go to something that you need.
Yeah,
before,
that is true. That's probably the idea behind the one for Al. Yeah.
But I don't know. I've done all my shopping, I think.
That's fine.
Most of it is done. I used to be, again, my dad was a big Christmas Eve kind of a guy.
I think
kind
all
of a guy.
there.
Yeah.
They delegate too. That's why they've done the life of delegating.
Yeah. That's the dream, and just have the whole thing's taken over you.
Yeah, but then eventually no one's doing it, and then you have to do it. And oh shit, I don't know how to do this.
The one thing a year was like, now you have to buy the presents.
Yeah.
It's like, oh fuck, what?
It's the classic thing of your dad looking at you when you open the presents, and he clearly has never seen this present before in his life.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, what is that now? Oh, very nice. Like, I thought this is from you.
I've had that a few times. Like, oh, who got you that?
Yeah, you did.
According to the label. Oh, and when you were smaller, right? You had Santa.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know if there's any kids listening to this.
I'd be mad if there's kids listening. If you're listening to the car, turn it off.
When you used to get Santa because he's real.
Yeah.
Okay, now turn it off. Okay, when you used to get Santa, and then did he wrap the presents for you?
Sometimes, yes. In my family, this is funny. My Santa presents would never be what I asked for. It was something smaller.
Yeah.
And my parents would get me the present I asked for.
Yeah.
Because I assumed they were like, I'm not giving him the credit. I'm not
Oh,
giving
yeah.
the mystery man the credit for the big present that cost a lot of money. We
Oh.
got that. He got you something shit.
And as well though, like if say you got a PS5 from Santa,
Yeah.
and I got
Yeah.
a tennis racket. It was like, well, why did I ask for PS5 of Santa? I got
I
a tennis
guess I
racket.
was bad.
Yeah, exactly. So like a fuck up little kid. We're like, but I did everything right. Like,
It's an insane theory.
So you got to get Santa should always be a small thing, and
Yeah.
then your parents should
Yeah.
get you the
big
thing.
I
just
do
for
remember
that.
one Christmas, Santa got me goalposts, and my mad Santa had set them up in the sitting room.
Oh, that's good.
And I remember this is my first thought because I was young. I was like, oh, this is unreal. I can't wait to play football in the sitting room.
Thanks, Santa.
Yeah.
Santa gave the green light, so it's okay.
Fucking little rifle this ball at the telly.
Fucking hell. Oh man, my sister once asked me. She said, "Why do the kids on TV, when they get Santa presents, how come theirs are wrapped and theirs aren't?" Because we used to wrap our
Yeah.
presents. And I was like probably 14 at the time.
And,
I said, because he loves them more than you. That's all I could come up with.
probably your fault.
Probably just
You wrapped mine, I think.
yeah. I just got mine wrapped before you came along.
Yeah.
You know?
All of a sudden, Santa had a lot less time for me.
Yeah, but she's one of those like kind of inquisitive kids.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
why you're telling me? He gets in a sleigh, travels around every house. Oh, how's that? Chimneys. Oh, chimneys.
You sound like Roy Keane talking about Santa.
This is my sister at like 8 years of age talking about Santa. That's his job. Yeah. No, it was a tough one because I didn't know what to say, but you know,
Yeah.
what can you do?
What do you make of? I always see it every year. I saw it again. The Irish government, like in the Dáil, will be like, "Oh, and Santa's." Don't get me started.
Now, don't give me. Now I'll go Roy Keane on that.
Yeah.
That's a fucking weird thing.
We've got more pressing issues, boys.
Even if
I get why. I get the like. It's an extra layer to it that a kid might see.
I tell you
what kid is looking at the fucking Senate? The doll talks.
Talk about fucking up kids. Yeah. It's like when they realized Santa wasn't real.
I saw the Taoiseach talk about it.
So the Taoiseach lied to me. Yeah. That's his first thought as he gets older of the government. It's like, so the government lie on TV.
And the news and the weatherman. They're all lying.
What's stopping them lying about anything else?
Exactly, yeah.
You know, it was just because it was in our best interest, really. So you lie to get yourself what you want. You know, that's my take on it.
Yeah, I think that's
the government shouldn't be lying. Like,
government should be doing bits.
They shouldn't be lying, man. Like, it's no like. Do you see that guard who took the Lewis during the Dublin
for the marathon? Amazing.
And it's like, if it's anybody else, like it's you know, it's not that bad. But there was an investigation from the guards into it. Yeah. I was like, well, it's a bit much. Like, I was like, yeah, because he's a guard. Like, you are like at a higher standard. Yeah. It's like, yeah, parents can lie and tell these lies, and you grow up. I was like, oh, it's just for the magic of it. Yeah. The government shouldn't have to do it. Like, they have a higher standard. Don't be lying about Santa on the news. Yeah. That's just, you know. I don't like that at all, man.
No, me neither.
Well, thanks for bringing it up, though.
Yeah, I don't know why. I was like, I can't relate to this.
Oh yeah, you knew. Yeah.
Oh, what's next?
What else?
Well, here's a question for you.
Yeah.
So Christmas is obviously the window, the void we've talked about before, after Christmas.
Yeah.
What's your favourite part? Is it Christmas Eve, which is great?
Yeah.
Christmas Day, Stephen's Day, or the void?
I will say, though, for the void this year, much more than any other year, I have a lot of planning. A lot planned, I should say.
Yeah.
I have places to go and people to see.
Yes, I have to go to a wedding.
Yeah, you do as well. So
3-day event.
I feel I won't have a void this year.
Yeah.
I won't have as much vegetation.
That can't be good for the brain, not getting the early void in.
Yeah, it's a good unwind. It's funny because when I was in work there, 2 weeks ago, we had the Christmas party, and then you go back into work. It's like end of the year. It's like it's the middle of the year. Yeah. It's the middle of everything. The year doesn't end. It's not school. It's not college. Like it's work as usual. But
there's no end.
No, but
it's like football. It goes and goes and goes and goes until you're dead.
Yeah, it's like a Premier League season that never. They do like the Premier League over the last 10 years.
Yeah, it's like
a pointless statistic where like different players, different managers. It's like that's what work is. Yeah. Until you leave the job, and then you go to another league, and it's just that forever and ever. That's why you switch up every 2 years, keep fresh,
Transfer.
But so it's almost like a bit of, the only void we can get is in work now.
Yeah,
should be saying that, but so for the football, a word for the football on the football podcast. I know it's Christmas Day, and we're just kind of touching base with the fans, letting you know that we're still here. We might be a while now, I'd say, before we're back.
Yeah, I think we have a week off. Like we said, our void is busy, so
that's the thing. I do have places to go, people to see, as I've said.
Our first actual intended break since we started the podcast. We've had lots of accidental ones. We took 3 weeks off. Still came back.
There was lots of times where I didn't want to come back.
But we did it, powered through.
We did just a terrible episode, and then I just like that.
If you've been listening from the start,
oh man,
thank you very much.
Thank you very much
crazy.
for around. Yeah. It's so, like
you've heard some stinkers in your time.
Yeah, I don't know why you're still listening. I know. That's the thing. We do a terrible episode, and I go, this isn't fun anymore.
Yeah,
because I don't want to put out something that bad. But then you come back because it is fun.
Yeah,
exactly. And that's why we're still doing it, I suppose.
Yeah.
But we are. This is the first time I think we can ever forewarn you that we won't be back. But we will be back. We will be back.
Never. We're not coming back. We're done. Imagine that. Christmas Day done. Never to return.
You know what? There's part of me, especially today, Will. That I would like that.
Yeah, we'll be back. This is the perfect time for the break. This is, I'd say, the first time we actually deserve a break.
Again, it's like I'll miss it. Like it is fun, but it's just I don't have the time.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm too popular, too busy, too much of my life going on.
So we'll be back in the new year, is that it?
Yeah. We should have a quick look at the games, I guess, should we? Like what? Like again, it'll be Stephen's Day, and then just like probably games every 2 days. In
I would say we'll probably miss like a good few.
The league will be completely changed. By the time we're back.
Yeah, the league is back on Stephen's Day. With the crazy day. Oh no, it's not. There's not as much games.
It's not.
It's like a round of fixtures, 26th, 27th.
Okay.
And then the next round is the 30th and the 31st. And then the 2nd and the 3rd.
We'll probably be back that week.
We'll be back. Let me look here now. January. Yeah, probably like January 3rd, maybe. 4th.
What day is the 3rd?
So if we come back on the fucking hell, the round of fixtures on the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and there's one game on the 5th, Chelsea versus Man City.
Big game.
Yeah, can't miss that.
So we'll be back in the 6th, then, will we?
I think we'll be back in the 6th.
Yeah, I'd say we'll be back in the 6th, lads. So
Yeah.
that's only like weeks. Yeah, well, we'll be back for that, I suppose.
Yeah.
What's the league table looking like right now?
Yeah,
suppose?
let's have a look.
A quick look-see at that.
It's going to be totally different. Newcastle are in 3rd.
Newcastle in 3rd. Oh, God. And none of their players played the World Cup.
Chelsea are in 8th. This can't be right.
What? 8th?
What?
I did think they were going badly.
Brighton are ahead of Chelsea. Is that right? United are in 5th. Liverpool are in 6th. I thought Liverpool were way down the table.
You're looking at the updated
22, 23.
and it's not like how many games have played in that?
Arsenal are on top. 14 games played.
Well, Arsenal's been top all season, pal. So
Yeah, could be any time of
that
the
could be
year.
any time of the year.
Yeah, no, this is it. That's insane.
Let me bring up the league. Why can't I fucking see
Southampton in the relegation zone.
it? Are they?
Yeah, they're 18th or 19th.
Holy fucking hell! Look at this table.
This is crazy.
Tottenham in 4th. I thought they were like
Free fall.
they're ahead of United, but did they lose to United famously?
Yeah, they got hammered, but I think they kept winning after that.
This is bad, lads. We're gonna come back and there's gonna be so many games played, and yeah,
Yeah, we're going to be at our worst.
Brentford in the top 10. Wolves the bottom.
Wolves are bottom. Brentford are in top 10. But if you remember, right before the World Cup, Ivan Toney got caught betting all the money.
Yes.
So who knows if he's coming back?
I wonder what happened to that.
Yeah, I've never heard that again. I also heard, this is something I heard after that. I could never bring it up on the World Cup episodes because it'd be weird.
Yeah.
Do you know what his initials are for his name?
No.
IBET, I bet. It's hidden in plain sight all along.
I bet. Amazing.
Honestly, that is nonsense.
My favourite thing about Christmas is seeing my kids' faces when they open their presents.
Talking nonsense. Why? Why should we accept somebody talking nonsense like
What's your perfect Christmas meal?
Christmas meal?
What do you have for Christmas? What do you have?
Have a guess.
Okay.
Turkey. What would you say? Just why are you talking nonsense about us? Why are you talking rubbish? Look at Chinese Christmas there. Turkey.